What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So I'm just at the facilities right now, about to get in a little rehab workout, all the exercises I need to do. It's just a little worrying because like it's on my right side, my groin and my abdominals on my right, and just feels similar to what happened on my left. So I'm just trying to keep like, a really positive mental attitude and just kind of like keep on rehabbing this and hope it goes away and hope it improves and hope it gets stronger. But it's a little scary because this is just like, I've had similar feelings like this before. So just trying to be really, really smart, focus on the long term, but taking it day by day. So yeah, let's do it.
So what you're saying is it's not enough. Just write it off like a prescription drug. You've been fussing how we never touch, but who can bother with this kind of fussing when we've been walking this blind, frustrated, outdated? What's on your mind? Drove for this time, all on the line. Try trading me places, what would you find? When we've been walking this blind, frustrated, outdated, what's on your mind? So what you're saying is it's not enough. Just write it off like a prescription drug. What would you find when we've been walking this blind, frustrated, outdated? What's on your mind? So what you're saying is it's not enough. Just write it off like a prescription drug.
So that was the workout. It's kind of frustrating because just, it's an hour and 40 minutes of boring, tedious exercises that aren't hard and like fun to do, but you need to do them. I don't know, like for example, I'd rather do something so intense, hard, interval sprints, heavy squats, intense training with the ball or something. And that always is like the boring side of it, but that's the best thing to do when you're trying to come back from an injury. And it's just been a frustrating, week or two, just because I haven't been able to play. It's been on the sideline. It's the most frustrating thing for soccer players to be on the sideline. But one thing that always just helps me is focusing on like what I can control and what I can't control. What can I control at this moment? And the only thing I can really control is those rehab exercises and trying to get back as fast as I can while also being smart about when I come back. And everything that I can't control, I really try to just forget. But again, it's easier said than done. So I'm gonna go up, have lunch, and pretty much just rest and wait for tomorrow when I do the rehab exercises again, and maybe add a few more reps, a few more sets, keep on strengthening it and progressing, and hopefully I'll get back on the field. So for lunch I just made a big protein smoothie with 2 scoops of vanilla, plant-based protein powder, peanut butter, a banana, and then just water and ice. then 4 eggs, some spinach, and then I'm gonna have some sour cream and onion chips, just because. And yeah, what's up, Mimi?
Yeah, I'm just working.
Mimi's just working. We want to do something today because we just have the rest of the afternoon off now, but we don't know what to do. Do you have any ideas? Every time I ask Mimi to do something, she's like, let's just do something fun. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? She's like, something fun. Narrows it down a lot.
You're supposed to have answers.
I'm sorry. All right, we are going to explore. Where are we going to go?
Up or down. My hope is that we'll find a cute little town, but I don't know if there's any around Tulsa.
Gucci, come. Hey. What's up, Gucci?
So Mimi decided that she wants to go south. So we're gonna go down south on the 75 to Okmulgee. and we'll see what it has to offer. This is where Mimi wants to go.
Let's go. No complaining.
I'd say this and the Amalfi Coast in Italy are probably my 2 favorite places I've been.
We made it.
What are your thoughts on Okmulgee?
I think we need to see it not on a Sunday.
I don't know if I'll come back down here. So to be honest, it's been about a week since I last picked up the camera, and it's been a rough week. It's been exactly 3 weeks since I had that Portland Timbers 2 game, and I'm kind of like hurt myself a little bit, and it really is rough. I mean, I've just been showing up every single day to training, and you have to just sit on the sideline, stay on the sideline, and watch your entire team train, play soccer, compete. You go in the gym by yourself, maybe with another teammate or two that's also injured, and you do your kind of boring, tedious rehab work, and it just kind of sucks. I mean, there's no way around it. It just flat out sucks, and you just. And the worst part, I think, about it is that you just put your heart and your soul, and like, you know, you just do everything to get back on the field because it sucks being out. So you do everything with your rehab. You follow every single instruction to the T, like you're doing everything, and you're just not seeing the improvement that you should be seeing. And that makes it even harder because you just don't have a timeline. I mean, that's the best part. If there is a best part, that's the best part about being injured, is that you have a timeline, and every single week you're progressing. And when you're not progressing and you have no timeline, it's almost like you're in this limbo state where you have nothing to look forward to, of like, oh, well, next week I can jog, next week I can do this. Every week you're kind of just doing the same stuff, just hoping that, you know, the next day you'll wake up and you'll see improvement, but you don't. But I just keep telling myself, you know, the basic stuff that everyone says, you know, focus on what you can control, and really try to focus on that stuff. Anything that's out of your control, to really just kind of put it out of sight, out of mind. But it feels like every single day what I can control is just kind of like less and less and less. And I'm not going to make any like predictions about what's going on, even though I have a gut feeling. I've had a gut feeling pretty much since the Portland Timbers 2 game. But you don't want to psych yourself out. You just kind of try the rehab, try everything, and see, hopefully, that it's not what your gut feeling is. But I am getting an MRI on Tuesday, so we'll see. It's like in 2 days. So just kind of waiting for that. But you want to talk about like the highs and lows of professional soccer. I mean, literally in an instant, I went from the highest of highs, from
playing against the Portland Timbers 2 in the season opening game of the USL Championship season, starting, hearing your name called by the announcer, playing in this adrenaline-packed game for 90 minutes, and just at the highest of highs, this is like the best after everything that I've gone through with the last time. To come back, it's like one of the most rewarding games, and in an instant, you just go from that to just so low. Like, it's hard to explain. It really is hard to explain for if you haven't experienced it. But that wears you down mentally, and I think that's the hardest part. Year after year, it's like my body, it can take it. Any pain that I've had before, it's temporary. It's not a problem, but it's the toll on your mind from going from high to low to high to low, and getting almost heartbroken, after every single time it happens or whatever. And honestly, I've had a very fortunate career with injuries as well. I mean, nothing serious, nothing that serious compared to many, many athletes out there. But you get worn down a lot, and it's hard. I mean, there's no injury. People always ask, like, what's a good way to deal with injuries? And if I knew, I would tell you, but they just suck. But having said literally all of that, I'm in the best place I've been following like a setback like that in a very, very long time. Like, I faced so many challenges in my career, from being cut from the A team of my club team in high school for 2 years in a row, to being told to my face by many coaches in high school that I was not good enough to play D1 soccer, to being told I'd just be a practice player at my PDL team, the San Jose Earthquakes U23 team, or just having literally contracts put down, everything agreed to, and then it being pulled away at the last second, or the sports hernia and adductor release surgery that I had in 2017 and 2018. You just face so many challenges that your perception changes about these challenges. Like, it's not, I used to think a setback was the biggest thing. Getting cut was like life ending. Being rejected from a club was terrible. That one little 6 to 8 week injury was career ending. And the more you face, the more you bounce back, the more you persevere. You're kind of like, it's not that big of a deal, I've made it this far year after year, continue to persevere and continue to have success after every single one of these setbacks. So one more setback is nothing almost, if that makes any sense. And it's just crazy how my mindset is now. It's like just complete confidence of like, I'll be back. It doesn't matter whether it takes 6 weeks, whether it takes a year, I'll be back. And I will then continue to push even better than I was, because like this preseason was the best I've ever felt in my life playing soccer, the best I felt on the ball, the best my mind's felt in any playing environment ever. The highest level of soccer I've played was this preseason after all those setbacks I faced. So I'm thinking in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, I'll continue to just keep improving. So it's just confident. Like, I'm so confident I'm such a good place that the setback is nothing. Like, my perception about it has completely changed. I think another big thing is just like how good it felt to play against the Portland Timbers 2 in that first game. Like, it was a very rewarding game, and that game probably was the most, I want to say maybe my professional debut, but that game against the Portland Timbers 2 was probably one of the most significant games of my life, just after everything I had been through in the last year before that. And that feeling of accomplishment was such a high that it's like I want to continue to chase that. Like, it's addicting. So no matter how many times you just keep getting beat down by whatever, this game throws at you, you just want to keep crawling back and crawling back and crawling back to just chase that feeling again, because it's one of the best. Like, it's powerful. So I'm in a weird place. It's a very weird, strange mix of emotions, from like feeling defeated and sorry for myself to complete confidence and like excitement to come back. it's very, very weird. And like I said, it's a low, but it's like a higher low than most. But yeah, so I'll just keep taking it, just day by day. And whatever, the MRI says, whatever the doctors think is next, I'll just keep on doing what I have always done, and just take every day, one day at a time, and just put complete effort into that day to better improve my situation in the future. So yeah, just a little update. Again, I know these updates are gonna get, I don't know, I hate, like, I don't know. I'm kind of like frazzled. I'm in a weird place. But yeah, really is just, I just wanted to talk about what's going on. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, I'm not in a low place. I'm not in a dark place. I'm just at a low. And I'll come back up just the same. And hopefully you guys have learned to trust that. All right, guys, peace.